Philips invents the compact disc, and music enters the digital age. Now Philips invents the compact disc interactive, and the digital age comes to video entertainment with interactive games, information, entertainment, and films. All with pure digital sound and stunning video images. Philips invents CDI, the ultimate machine for compact discs and amazing pictures. Philips invents for you.
Hello everybody, hope you can hear me, hope you're all doing well. Now this isn't deja vu, it's not, you've not slipped into another dimension and there's another, the same stream is happening all over again. This is actually take 2 of the initial stream that I did on Sunday. If you'd watched, you'd realise that there was a few issues around getting the emulators to work right, but I have now luckily managed to fix those, so going forward we should be okay tonight. Obviously with the CDI, because it's a system that isn't emulated that much, so it's literally like up until recently the Jaguar, it's got lots of bugs in it, and even to some degree the N64, because there is some good emulators out there but not perfect ones. So the 2 that we're using will be the MAME core one, which is same, I think it's same CDI in RetroArch, and the CDI emulator, which has been patched, but as you can see from the compatibility, there's not one really that's any good to the full max of it. It's sort of like the DVC as well, the digital video card that you need is only partially supported by the CDI emulator, and even then it's like literally it's nowhere near like what it should be. So hopefully going forwards somebody will update these emulators and make it so that you can play CDI games via emulation. Obviously if you've got the original system, which is everybody's dream to have all the systems, and you don't have any of these problems as long as you've got the actual video card installed as well. I'm not too sure at the minute how much to go for, but I would assume it's quite high, knowing how everything else in the retro world seems to be going through the roof at the moment. So as you can see, the release date was 1991 or 1990, around about that time. As I said before, I remember seeing these in Dixon's. I used to go to Chesterfield, and many times I'd go into Dixon's and see the demo CDs playing and think, wow, that's amazing, because if you have to put your mindset back to what was around at that time. So really there was only the Amiga and the 16-bit machines, the Mega Drive and SNES and stuff that was about. You've got the CD TV, which was the Amiga's version, but again it was basically just, that was just highlighting the fact that you could put it onto CD. The games were well, it was an A500 with a CD drive, let's face it, so again it wasn't really much of a leap. So I'm not too sure how much of a leap the CDI was, but again we'll play it as if our mindset is back in 1991, so we can give it a good go. And like I say, it was discontinued in 1998, so it had about a 7-year lifespan, which is quite short really compared to today's consoles, which have an average of about 10 years, so interesting. So I will be using Launchbox as the front end because it just makes it a lot easier, and as I say, it uses the same CDI core, which is part of MAME. And if you notice at the bottom, if it says digital video on CDI, it won't play those, so I'm not going to attempt to do those. I'll just do the ones that are CDI ones. At the end I will have a quick tinker in the other emulator, because that does support some video to a certain degree, but again not amazingly. Not as short as the CD32 evening, Andy. Hope you're okay. Yeah, unfortunately again CD32 though, even though it was a leap in technology and it was an A1200, but it was no different. They didn't I don't think they capitalised on what the capabilities they had. But again, I'm sure that was driven by the capacity and monetary constraints that Commodore was going through at that time. They did well just to get it out into the release, I think. So the first game we'll look at is Alice in Wonderland. Hopefully this should work a lot better than it did the other day. Just couldn't do 3D now. But when did the 3DO come out, Andy? Was that 96 or 95? Was that before the or after the PlayStation? Just confirm, is the sound okay, Andy, as well? Because obviously I can't hear. Just before the PlayStation. Alice has got a nice mushroom. Oh, wait. That's better. The chat should be back on now. Oh, there we go. The chat should come up in a minute, hopefully. So this is Alice in Wonderland. It came out in 1992. Now again, you're almost...
Listen, Alice. I'll tell you how to use your controller. With the director on your controller, you can walk or run, jump,
can walk around.
or crawl. Alice, you can walk left or right by moving the director the way you want to go.
So again, it's got the excellent sound of talking and not like sampled speech in a lot of their games of the time, but the graphics are very much...
By moving the director up. You can climb ladders or ropes by standing in front of the ladder or rope and moving the director up or down. Move the director down to kneel so you can crawl through the small passages. Press a button to bring up menus or to go through doors. To go through a door, stand in front of the...
Yeah, exactly what I said, and exactly the same. I had vivid memories of both of them in Dixon's. If comment for yourself, it's funny how in them days they had machines set up. I know they've got demo machines set up now in like game and stuff, like your PS5s and your Xbox One X's and stuff. But there doesn't seem to be many people stood around them. I don't know if it's because they've got more access to them, so they get them, or what. But when I was a kid, I always remember people crowding around these demo machines trying to play them, especially the NES in Boots and this in Dixon's and stuff like that. So I don't know what it was. So right, let's see what we can do. The mill. Can I go in the mill? I don't know what palette it had as well. Oh, that's not going in. Oh, we can go in the mill.
You're not carrying anything right now.
Oh, very good. Oh. Can you?
Alice, there is nothing to pick up here.
What's jump? I need to make sure I get the right button here.
Who are you talking to, Alice?
Nobody. If anybody just joined the stream or watches it after the stream, if they did have a CDI, then by all means comment in the comments and let me know. Because again, it's a system I never owned, but I was always fascinated by.
Who are you talking to?
What
Alice?
was jump? Why did he say jump? Oh, no, so I can't jump anyway because I'll hit the roof, so it's not going to be any good up there. Let's come back down. Don't want to crawl. Get off your knees. Yeah, Ridge Racer. Oh, I've come out of the back door now. Oh, that's crap. So I can't go anywhere. Oh, can I go that way? Yeah, Ridge Racer was the big one, weren't it? If anybody said a top loader, yeah, then contact iStream Man. Just go over to his YouTube channel. He's on the lookout for one. Oh, there's somebody here. Who's that?
Alice, repeat after me. Où est ma chatte? That means, where is my cat?
Where is your cat?
Who are you? Last I looked, I was your eldest sister, Lorena. But then I haven't seen a looking glass for an hour or so.
Cokes.
Wouldn't it be so much fun to pick the daisies and make a daisy chain? Next, you'll be wanting me to crawl down a rabbit hole. Oh yes, Mr. Carroll has your parasol in his boat.
Mr. Carroll. Was it Lewis Carroll that wrote the books? And I probably just got that totally wrong. is it? Things. Oh. The disc is dirty. Please clean before proceeding. I wonder if that's part of the emulation. Because actually there's no disc in it. That's excellent. CDI felt a bit educational sometimes, like the BBC Micro with Granny's Guardian. Yeah, definitely. Can I go in the water? Oh, can I talk to him? The disc is dirty. So obviously that must have been a standard line when it couldn't read anything or couldn't read it correctly. It's not dirty because there ain't a disc in. Oh, there we go. I'll talk to him. Can I swim? Should I take the ISO file out and give it a good clean before I try and continue with it? It looks like they've done out of plasticine as well. The graphics, don't, or the shots are very plasticine looking, and then digitized. Yeah, I think that's as far as we're going to get in this one because it seems to have crashed. I did have a go before, but it went a bit further, so I think there's an issue with obviously reading the type of disc it is, but it gives you an idea of what that was like anyway. So let's have a look at Alien Gate. I think the irony is funny, definitely. The disc it's got a disc thing on it. It hadn't even got a disc in it. But we've got a lot further than we did the other stream, Andy. At least the things are working to a degree. And we've got mouse and movement, we've got control. The big draw obviously was you're already winning me. Yeah, we've actually got a game going. In the beginning there was Bird. Now I don't know how good this is as a shoot 'em up. It looks very Amiga-esque with the font it's using, like demo font. I said that, yeah. And I know what you're going to say next. No, it's not. Well, not as far as I'm aware anyway. I believe this was a full-blown title. It's got the colours of the Amiga, hasn't it? Almost the Chaos Engine type colours. It's like a cross between the Chaos Engine graphics and the Xenon 2 scrolling speed. Yeah, bitmappy, yeah, definitely. Oh, as if it's not him, Jim. Good evening, Jim. I thought you were watching your soaps on telly, EastEnders and Corro. Shoot 'em up construction game. That frog looks good. Finished. You see, they don't look bad for enemies, do they really? The thing is, as well, it would look better on a CRT because it wouldn't be as defined as it is on the monitor. I think, like I say, you're going to have the mindset of what it would look like at the time. And it depends on how much the games were as well, because it's something. Were they about 30 quid, 35 quid for the CDI, or were they more? Oh, sugar. Xenon 20AP version. Yeah. It's not terrible. And it's like anything, isn't it? Because again, I don't know if I gather the CDI couldn't play backup discs. I'm not sure if it could or couldn't, to be honest. It must have had a region locks on it and stuff like most things did in them days. But so if it was the only game you'd got, you would play it, wouldn't you? Till you got as far as you could on it, like you did with most things. Play Sesame Street. Still shifting CDI games. How much are they? What sort of price did they go for, Andy? I was saying in the at the beginning as well. I don't really know what CDIs sell for these days. Are they sought after? If they like the CD32, you're talking like 400 quid upwards, which is actually the same price as they were when they were released. And read at the same time. Yeah, that's how quick the game is. I like these type of games. I can actually do something with them. I'm not dead within 2 seconds of getting started it. The age bracket for this is 50 upwards. They don't break the bank. I suppose as well there were multiple variants of the CDI. I was looking at the controllers because that was something that always fascinated me with the original one. With it was like a TV remote with a joystick at the top, but like one of them thin joysticks you used to get on the old PCs many years ago, the analog type ones. What am I doing here? I wonder if you can get different weapons. It's almost like an end of level. Oh, the more you hit, the more his shield goes down. Do I have to shoot him now then? Surely I have to shoot him. You look like Dizzy. I was just going to say, I hope the screen changes. If it's the same, we've got a password, JYSB, so obviously, or JYJB, whatever it is, I would imagine the background's going to change now. And I would be wrong. Obviously, it's brown is the colour they liked. What the... It's like Hypersports. What the... Better than yellow. Don't upset him. Yeah. Anyway, that's we'll move on to a different game. So that's Alien Gate on the CDI. So this is Defo PD. I'm enjoying it much better tonight because I feel better and the things are working. And like I say, I've not played a lot of these games, so I'm quite enjoying playing stuff I've never seen before. I do like the Philips intro startup. But I keep thinking of Philips Aftershave, the old advert, you know, with the 3-wheel razor blade thing. program.
The year is 50 BC. Gaul is entirely occupied by the Romans. Well, not entirely. One small village of indomitable Gauls still holds out against the invaders. And life is not easy for the Roman legionnaires who garrison the fortified camps of Tutorum, Aquarium, Laudanum, and Compendium.
He said you must re-enlist. He said to re-enlist.
Okay. It was like the future with the Dolby intro.
Caesar claims that he feels pity for us. That's why he didn't conquer our village. He doesn't think any of us is capable of getting out of this enclosure.
I defy the puny Gauls. I'll
You
never
see, this is
permit
where
them to travel through
the
this empire.
CDI in any CD format
We're going to
excelled
prove
because
to
it had got
Caesar
the
that
ability
no
to
frontier
store
can
the date,
hold
the
back the
animations.
Gauls. We'll go where we want to, and no matter
I'll
where.
skip this. If this was obviously the Amiga, that would be on 55 discs. So.
Which of you has decided to accept the challenge of Caesar?
It's like Heimdall. You know, it's funny you should say that. I thought that as well.
Your marker is yellow, to match your whiskers.
You can obviously have more than one player on it, but there's only one.
Up to you,
outside
and may
of
the
me.
sky never fall on your head.
And here we go for 30 minutes of fun. You'll have to be quick.
We won't be playing it for 30 minutes, don't worry. Don't panic. So, I think you rolled the dice.
Once again, fully automatics has told unhygienics his fish aren't fresh. That means those fish are about to fly.
Used to
You'll
love
have to help the blacksmith dodge them.
AI,
You'll need
the
to
little
be
intro clips for old
slippery
games,
as
splash
an
screens,
eel.
etc. What do I have to do here?
What do you mean my fish isn't fresh?
Okay. Right, obviously I didn't do what you're supposed to do. But they like mini games. It's very much like you say, it is very much like if Heimdall was all mini games and there was no like moving about in between. So that's obviously moved me up the board.
Swallow some potion, and you'll be out of jail. Do you want some?
Do I want some potion? I bet I have to pay for that.
Take a good look at the scene I'm going to show you before the fog covers it up. I'm counting on you to help me find the animal we'll hear.
Oh God. Cow, sheep, horse. Oh, horse. I must have got that right.
Bravo, Asterix. You love those pea supers, don't you?
Oh my God. You can imagine how this would be good. He's not saying anything. What have I got to do? Pick one.
won a flask of magic potion.
Oh, I won a flask of magic potion. Is that because I've just used it to get out of jail? Oh, not the fish one. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, nearly.
What do you mean my fish isn't fresh?
I want to use that saying tomorrow. What do you mean my fish isn't fresh? Oh, not in jail again.
So, are you going to break the door down, or aren't you?
Break the door down. I don't think I'm going to break the door down. And there we go. So obviously I'm trapped, and that's the end of the game because it's crashed. This is the problem with the CDI emulators. They just need to make them a bit better, just that bit better. Burn cycle. Yeah, still out there. The interesting thing is as well, obviously, with any of these, you'd have to put a thing out saying that this is not real gameplay. This is like simulated, especially for the animations. But in nowadays, they are actual real generated in most of them. The thing what I can't get with this is, again, like I say, this came out in 1991, the same time as I got my Amiga. So the jump was quite big. This was almost like what I thought in '94 when I had my first PC. This was the kind of stuff I was playing on the PC.
I'm okay. The data must have packeted. I got a sudden shock rush.
We've been made. Just get out of there and fast.
Oh.
I'm tracking heavy movements in the tunnels. Lock and load.
Oh god, yeah, definitely, Andy. Can you imagine?
Talk to me, goddamn you. Where are you?
It is obviously it's an on the, as they call it, an on the rail shooter because you're following a designated path. But even so, can I turn that way? Oh no! Oh. Damn, it's because this is where you had to have the controllers in the right thing. I don't think I can use the mouse, can I? No, I can't use the mouse. Yeah, you're spot on, Andy. That's exactly what happened. Visuals became, well, everything was like, it was FMV, weren't it? Full motion video. It was like that small era that's what everything was. And you remember Mega Race and Land Spoil and all that kind of stuff, and Cycle Mania and whatever it was, Creature Shot. They were all like this. Nova Storm. There were loads of them. And these are all the ones I remember playing on the PC, but this was before then, so. I'll have one more crack at this, I will.
I'm okay. The data must have packed it all. I got a sudden shock rush.
We've been made. Just get out of there and fast.
Yeah, it did. Mega Race was ace for the graphics of the tracks, weren't it? And Lance Spoil was funny.
I'm tracking heavy movements in the tunnels. Lock and load.
Straight in. Oh, I like how he fell off the thing. That was cool. Can I go that? Oh, it's turned me back round.
Talk to me, goddamn you. Where are you?
I don't know. If I knew that. Can I go that way?
I'm tracking heavy movements in the tunnels. Lock and load.
But it won't let me go that way. Where's the map? That might help me. So, can I move using the map? Oh, bloody hell. That were a bit unexpected. I want to go that way though. They just... Because it's very annoying how you can... Well, I'll go this way then. Oh no, he's going to get me because I can't get with that quick. I want to go that way, that's it. Oh, he's shot me. I do like, in a weird kind of way, I do like that game. It's quite good. So that's burn cycle. I'll have a quick blast of this because again, the thing I like about this is the fact that it's digital. Now yeah, it's only casino games, but the thing is, again, it was ahead of its time. I suppose you got sort of digital on the Amiga, but not like this. Speaking about what you were saying, Andy, there is actually strip poker games for it, I believe, as well, which we won't be looking at tonight. $19.90 this was made then.
Welcome to Caesar's World of Gambling, the first gambling casino on a compact disc. Please make a selection by clicking on the box of your choice.
The first.
Clicking on this box will bring you to the games.
Well, that's where we want to go. Can you imagine all sat in the front room with that controller playing this? Let's play blackjack.
Please place your bets.
No, I gotta put 500. Let's play 500 then.
The cards have been shuffled.
That sounds like Michelle Barrett from Star Trek. Oh. Now, do I go with 10?
$14, $15. Dealer breaks.
Ha ha ha.
Please place your
Wow,
bets.
double my money. Excellent. Let's go another 500. We're getting cocky now. 15. It's going to be a 10 in it. Yeah,
Great.
until I see I should be psychic.
Please place your bets.
Got to remember as well, this is a time before the internet and all that kind of stuff. Then a 19. We're standing up with that. She's going to get a 10 though.
Dealer stands
There you go.
with 20. Please place your bets.
So there's also obviously other things on here as well. I never really understood. There's roulette which can play, but there's like craps which I never really understood how to play anyway. It's not a game I've played before.
Coming out. Place your bets.
I don't think I've got any money left. Looks crap. So you place the bet, then you roll, but I don't know what you're supposed to be rolling for.
12. Craps. Front line loses.
There you go. I've just
Coming
lost.
out.
I don't know what
Place
I
your
need data.
bets.
Data can play. Data of Star Trek. He's good at it, isn't he? And then the final thing that I was looking at, which is pretty weird. Obviously, you've got your slots. Which again at the time was... It's just the interaction, I suppose, isn't it? Of I didn't win. No, we'll just have two and then we'll put something else on. But I just wanted to... Again, I say it was the first time that there'd been a casino game on CD. So that's Caesar's World of Gaming. It's a shame that Chaos Control won't work, but it's because it's a digital video. We saw Christmas Country last time, so Defender of the Crown. Again, I don't know how this plays. I would imagine pretty similar to the Amiga. It looks like a lot of the games are American driven. Obviously, again, you've got all the music. Will be Wilfred of Ivanhoe.
You have chosen wisely, my lord. The brave Saxons will rally to my standard.
Arriving in Sherwood Forest, you are greeted by your old friend Robin of Locksley. Many years have passed since you served with Robin and his men, but disastrous news curtails the reunion. During your journey, an assassin has taken the king's life. The kingdom is in chaos.
I don't know,
because there
Andy.
is
I don't
no
know what
heir
the
to
palette of the
throne.
CDI was, to be honest.
Worse still, the crown itself has disappeared.
Let's have a look.
Normans are assembling armies.
That
and
very much
Saxons
looks like
will
Dean
fight them.
Payne cycling the flames.
Each side accuses the other of killing the king and taking the crown. Robin tells you the struggle ahead is for younger men. Men like you, he says. Only you can save England. Robin urges you to raise an army and pledges his aid 3 times if you will seek to reunite the darkness of the kingdom.
3 times, eh? Let's have a look. So... looking down the thing, it doesn't really say what the colour palette was. Like I say, somebody out there might know. Colour palette. Talks about the graphics and the thing. 8 kilobytes of NV RAM. He obviously had the karaoke mode, so it could play CDGs as well, and VCDs and codec CDs. Doesn't really look like anybody knows what it was because they don't mention it at all. $699. So it only had a 6800 processor, similar, running at 15.5 megahertz. So was that was a bit faster than 1200 then, weren't it? Or was the 1200 faster? I don't know. Doesn't say what it is, so we go raiding. Select castle to raid. It looks very similar to the Amiga palette, doesn't it? You go first. Go on, get them. Get them, come on. Keep them occupied while I go this way. I used to love this on the Amiga. The shadow on the back wall was so clever. Whoever thought of that when they programmed it. Come on. I'm dead.
A gallant try, but you were captured and thrown into the dungeon to await your fate. After many days and nights, you negotiate with your captors and pay ransom. You are released, somewhat poorer, but a bit wiser.
I wonder why the guy is Australian. 4096, so that's the equivalent to the ham mode in the Amiga, but that doesn't look like ham mode, does it? So that's Defender of the Crown. I just wanted, while we're looking at the Amiga ones, I just wanted to show you Lemmings, because I did actually look at this earlier. I love this intro, it's amazing. I always thought the Amiga intro was good, but this takes it to one step beyond. Obviously still made by Psygnosis and DMA Design. It is good, I love it. I think it's right clever. Yeah, definitely very Eric Schwartz. It's almost like a cartoon, isn't it? You know, like the old Looney Tunes. I think that intro is ace. I loved it. Yeah, when presenting prizes, definitely. The game is exactly the same as the Amiga version, but the music's just a bit better because obviously it's CD. I'm not going to play more levels. We all know what Lemmings is, but yeah, I just love the intro, so I wanted to show that again. It's almost Amiga, same as the Amiga version, isn't it? So. Let's see if Micro Machines work, because I couldn't get this working last time. I was intrigued to see how it looked compared to the Mega Drive version. I always wondered if they had to license the games with having this Philips Interactive at the beginning. This is 95, isn't it? So. Qualifying race. I'll be interested to see if it's got parallel scrolling, because the Amiga version didn't of Micro Machines, the original one. Oh god, I thought it were going to be 3D then. What's faster then? That's port. That's backwards. Do that one, it's not over. Scrolling's a bit jerky, it's a bit slower, isn't it? Obviously it's got the soundtrack again, the yeah. I think remembering the first Micro Machines on the Amiga, it's akin to that, just a bit. The Amiga version was just a bit quicker by the look of it. Perhaps it's to do with the hardware, it can't scroll it, I don't know. Because if you think they would have been concentrating on FMV titles with the digital video thing, won't they? Who knows? Oh god, I remember the cabinet where you had to get all the cards. I forgot all about that. Sorry, I'm just going to turn the volume down a bit. Yeah, it's not got the parallel scrolling and it's very jerky. Perhaps it was pushing it to its limits of... Because again, it's not always about the processor speed, it's about if it's got blitter and sprite things and all that kind of stuff in it. The best version of this is on the Mega Drive anyway, I think the original one on any format. Is this PD? Yeah. Still as easy as the other versions. I know it gets harder as you go on, doesn't it? Oh, I'm going to lap him. Oh god, Nitro's a good game. But you could say that about a lot of Amiga stuff, couldn't you? Look at ATR on Amiga, that's amazing. But again, it came out a lot later in its life. Get ready to race. I love how they tried to do the 3D thing at the beginning. Obviously that's like a video then merged into the game. Is this the one with the ruler in the middle? Okay, it's a bit slidier on this one. Oh, parallel scrolling. We've got parallel scrolling there. Not that I'm obsessed with parallel scrolling. I'm sure there was a ruler, is it? Interesting that they've got parallel scrolling on the bit where you jump over the table, but not for the rest of it. Only that bit. Or is it? Is it? I can't. Oh yeah, it has, I suppose. It's just a bit slower, isn't it? This feels a bit faster than the other course. if you'd got a CDI, you'd play this. It's not atrocious. It's like if you've got a Specky. Oh, damn. You just used your imagination back in them days, didn't you? A lot more. Yeah. Anyway, that's Micro Machines on the CDI. I think that's what I was going to have a look at. Striker Pro. Cause obviously, I've not seen any football games on it, but I don't know if this works okay on same CDI. What have you been thinking to the magazine covers I've been putting on the Facebook channel, Andy? Have you been enjoying them? There's some right old ones. I'd forgot all about them covers, Christmas covers, some of them. Got a few more to put on, for obviously, for the rest of December. If you haven't seen that, go over to my Facebook page and just join. And I'll say you can post anything. It's not locked or anything. So I know it took me back. I forgot about so many of them. I couldn't believe some of the covers, and I'm thinking, oh, I remember this, especially the Amiga format one with the green and red, like see-through cover discs. Yeah, artwork was always good though, weren't it? Like I say, it was before the time of CGI and all that stuff. Well, CGI was about, but they didn't use it as much. Right. We'll just have a friendly. Very clunky. Oh, I'll go back up. Have a friendly against Bolivia. What's that there then? What does that mean? It doesn't say. I used to love CV&G. One of my favourite magazines. Oh, that's interesting that it's a top view, because I'm sure Striker on the others is like a sort of a 3D view. This is more like, holy hell, it's fast. This is more like Kickoff than Striker. I'm sure Striker was more like an isometric sort of an angled view. How can it be they kicked it out? Oh my god. We don't want to replay, thank you very much. It's like Kickoff 2 on steroids. I think... Oh, we were spoilt with Sensi Soccer. Go on. Oh, bought the... Crosses it in. Oh, and then he kicks it out. Are they on speed? I don't know what they're on. I don't know if that's the emulation or if that's how it was on the original. Again, if you had it on the original, let me know in the comments below. Come on. But no aftertouch. Oh, there is a bit of aftertouch. Oh god, that were a bit of an hard throw. It's like track and field. Oh yeah, the aftertouch is ace. Did you see the swerve on the ball then? It's like track and field. You see, I'm surprised it didn't have FIFA on it. Mind you, I suppose that would be because FIFA was EA. I wonder if they didn't let them do it. Because it was Trip Hawkins, or whatever his name is. Because obviously even Amiga had the isometric version of FIFA. it obviously didn't have any 3D capabilities. It relied on, oh god, it relied on its FMV capabilities for like the 3D effects, didn't it? Or pre-rendered CGI things. Yeah, I think we'll quit that. So that's Striker Pro, which is nothing like Striker, for definite. I'm wondering which one of these did Zelda the Wand of Gamillion or Gamelon. Ice cream, ice cream. Yeah, there were no Speedball 2 on it, that's for sure. They had so much. Well, I suppose they had so much choice they could have put onto it. If it was capable of the Amiga-esque graphics, they missed out on so many good games, didn't they? Really, I suppose. And it lasted till '98, so it's not like it didn't have the capacity. I suppose it's because the software houses didn't want to make for it if not many had sold. You're not going to make a game if you're only going to get limited return, are you? But amazingly, it makes you wonder how they actually got the licenses to these games. Nintendo, they must have paid a fortune for them. Never cool now.
Zelda, Duke Onklet is under attack by the evil
Excuse me. Oh, I'm fed up with this code.
I'll take the Triforce of Courage to protect me. If you don't hear from me in a month, send Link.
Impa, don't worry, Zelda. The Triforce of Wisdom promises the king will safely return.
Again, they liked the 3D animation, didn't they? Oh, this is the one that I couldn't. Oh. Oh, it's actually worked this time. Bloody hell. What's that? Oh, that takes you back to map, I bet. Yeah, I thought so, because it's a map symbol. Can you imagine if you'd played Zelda, though? And then you played this? Because obviously Zelda was nothing like this. Zelda was an RPG, weren't it? And if you were expecting the same type of game, you'd be well disappointed, wouldn't you, with this? It's almost like a Disney game. Well, it's not necessarily the graphics are bad, because they're not bad, they're just locked. This might as well be the Master System. Can I go into that one then? Oh. Hello, T-Dog. Hope you're okay. Console Wars. Is that on your channel? So I'll have a look at it after we've. I'll have a look after I've finished the stream. Oh, he turned. Oh god, it's like, that thing looks like that Rhino off of Robot Wars. Did you own a CDI back in the day, or what was your console of choice that you had? So you can't go anywhere else until you've done that bit. In television. One of the first ones. The Nintendos. So I gather you had a NES then, if you had the Intellivision, because that was out about the same bit earlier, weren't it, than the Intellivision? Come on. There's quite a few Intellivision like compilations out there, isn't there? I know, was it the one called Intellivision Lives or something that came out on PlayStation or PlayStation 2? I think it came out on Xbox as well, the original Xbox. So I need him to go all the way over to the other side and then I'll come back down. Oh, come on. It's virtually impossible. Get the key. I got it. Now how do I get out? That's the question. Oh. Go, 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 go. Talk to her.
Everyone ran when the Gleeok came, but monsters know better than bothering me. Here's a shroud
Hit his backside.
The raps off Gibdo.
Kygo kick out tower.
It looks like everyone's been taken to Taikogi Tower.
This is illegal, you know.
My cakes will burn.
Okay. Okay. Oh no, don't tell me again. I didn't mean to hit you. What is that? Yeah, sorry mate, I'm going to go anyway. I'm just getting carried away with this. Well, thank you for watching, Andy. Yeah, I'll call it a day there. Don't want you to get into trouble for not doing... Well, I'll have to have a look at it again and see if I can get some of the FMV games working on the other emulator, which is called WCDI MU. But this one's basically running under the same CDI core in RetroArch, just using Launchbox as a front end. So it does run majority that would say compact disc interactive. It'll just not run any that say digital video interactive, because obviously it doesn't run them. But the WCDI MU does run some of those, but it's just hit and miss as to what level of compatibility they are. So yeah, well, thank you very much for watching. Thank you everybody who's watched. I hope you have a good rest of the week. On Sunday night, I will be streaming the Christmas magazine cover disc special. So any cover disc that came out on any system from sort of the early 80s right up to the Amiga, the ST era, I shall be playing games that were given away free on cover discs on the Christmas edition, so that should be interesting. And then on Wednesday the 21st, I'm doing a Christmas special where I look at what games I had in Christmas 1991, the first year I got my Amiga. So yeah, we'll be doing that. So yeah, thank you for watching everybody. Thank you, Jim, and I shall see you again soon. And if you've enjoyed, then please like and subscribe.